Japanese scientists have just discovered a strange substance found in a species of bamboo in Japan. And this strange substance acts by eating stored fat all at once, without dieting or even exercising. At the same time, it deactivates the natural fat accumulation mechanism and reshapes your body faster than you ever dreamed possible. And now, hundreds of universities around the world, such as Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, and Johns Hopkins University, are fighting in court to patent the discovery and win the next Nobel Prize. In the most recent tests, this substance found in this Japanese bamboo made Paula Saunders, a 51-year-old mother with 3 children from Florida, suddenly dissolve 63 pounds of thick, wobbly fat from her butt, hips, arms, and face, going from this to this, completely removing her back and hip pain, skyrocketing her confidence and energy, feeling truly like the main character, successful and confident. Even being promoted at work, her family and friends were amazed at her toned, cellulite-free body, begging to know her secret. All this happened without Paula needing to change absolutely anything in her diet and routine. She continued not exercising much and kept eating her favorite foods every day more than ever, like apple pies, hamburgers, pizza, and ice cream. Yes, you might be feeling skeptical, and you should be. However, as unbelievable as it sounds, all this is possible with a strangely simple and perfectly safe Japanese ritual that you can do at home right now. It has nothing to do with working out, counting calories, or sophisticated fitness equipment, and goes against everything you've been taught about weight loss. See, in the next 3 minutes and 14 seconds, you will be shocked to discover what whistleblowing doctors and scientists reveal as the hidden root cause of your slow metabolism and excess belly fat, which has nothing to do with your diet, hormones, gut, or anything else they made you believe. Instead, it all comes down to the low internal temperature of your cells. Your temperature acts as a lock to slow your metabolism and prevent it from burning fat. Basically, the lower the temperature, the slower the metabolism is, and the higher the temperature, the faster the metabolism is, which means that with a low temperature, it's impossible to keep fat off your body, even following any type of diet or exercise. Let me tell you in advance that the internal temperature of the cells is completely different from the external body temperature. And no, you won't be able to measure it using a regular thermometer or anything like that. But do not be afraid. The solution is so simple and easy, it may anger you. An ancient Japanese ritual using this bamboo is capable of increasing the internal temperature of the cells by 650% or more in just a few seconds. This ancient ritual has been passed down from generation to generation by the residents of an exotic village in Japan. But recently, scientists decided to study why it works so well, and you will be shocked by the answer. Using this ritual will allow you to burn fat all around your body, not just from one place, like your thighs. And the benefits will not only make you more beautiful, but also transform the health of your heart, brain, blood sugar, and blood pressure. More than 234,000 mothers, fathers, and grandparents have transformed and saved their lives.
I have already lost 17 pounds and 3 dress sizes.
Everything I'm eating is just melting off.
I have already lost 27 pounds and 4 dress sizes, and I feel incredible.
I can actually see my abs for the first time in my life. This is so incredible.
I couldn't be happier. Nothing even comes close to what this has done for me. I feel incredible.
Honestly, I look and feel like a new person. This is amazing. Everything about me looks and feels so much healthier.
It's amazing how this has changed my life. I lost 42 pounds.
I lost 6 inches off my waist.
I lost 37 pounds. Mom, you have to try this.
I see messages like these flooding in every day from people who are in pure joy after just weeks of testing this ancient Japanese ritual for themselves. And just as it worked for them, how will you feel when it works for you? Imagine never having to worry again about the constant strain your weight puts on your health, or how you look in a tight pair of jeans, a clingy dress, a swimsuit, or even naked, or the silent judgment you feel when you order what you really want at a restaurant. Instead, you will enjoy all your favorite foods whenever you want, totally guilt-free. You will be at your perfect weight and will look and feel amazing in whatever clothes you are wearing, including those sexy outfits you never dreamed of slipping into before. And here's the best part of all. Because this ancient Japanese ritual targets the biological cause of your belly fat. Once the fat is gone, it's gone forever. So no more worrying about jumping between skinny and baggy pants, losing and gaining the same 10 pounds over and over, or how slim you'll be in 1 month or 1 year from now. And by the way, this isn't all you can expect to experience, not by a long shot. This ancient Japanese ritual brings a new way of functioning to your body. Some call it lean genetics, fast metabolism, call it whatever you want. Furthermore, this Japanese ritual naturally floods your body with pure, all-day energy that you may have only enjoyed as a young, healthy teenager. It has a tremendous impact on your mood, sex drive, and zest for life. It naturally strengthens your immune system, fights off diseases, eliminates brain fog, improves sleep, memory, and cognitive function, and supports a much healthier heart, arteries, hormones, and blood sugar levels, ultimately propelling you into complete control of your health, your weight, your appearance, and your quality of life. Now, I know how unbelievable all this may sound to you right now, but keep watching, because it doesn't matter if you're 25 or 75 years old. If you have 10 pounds or 100 pounds to lose, if you've suffered from excess weight or a slow metabolism your whole life, or if your body has simply betrayed you as the years have gone by. What I'm going to show you is 100% real and will work for you. I can absolutely guarantee that. And I can absolutely guarantee that this ancient Japanese ritual is much healthier, much simpler, much easier, and much more effective than anything you've ever seen or heard of before. That it can absolutely turn everything you thought possible about fat loss, metabolism, and the human body upside down. All I ask is that you give me a few moments to prove this to you. I will share all the peer-reviewed studies from renowned universities, along with the breathtaking real-world results that back up everything I'm saying about how and why this works so well. Okay, it's time to break free from the prison of fat once and for all. Are you ready? Well, I'm Dr. Emma Lewis, a nutritionist for over 8 years. Your doctor might know me from a book or article of mine that they had to read in university. I've worked in the biggest university labs in the United States, like Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, and Johns Hopkins University. But that's not the point. What really matters is how slim you're going to get after learning about the greatest discovery I've had in my entire career. Today, at 38 years old, no one would ever imagine that, before becoming renowned in my field. About 12 years ago, I became a prisoner of my own weight, because after I became a mom, my body was never the same. I started feeling more tired, with no energy, my clothes started to feel tight, and believe me, it wasn't for lack of trying to lose weight. I did low-carb, ketogenic diets, fasting, hours of exercise, ate like a bird. It was pure torture. I even took Ozempic injections but couldn't continue the treatment due to the cost and side effects. And despite all that effort, I could only lose 4 or 5 pounds. But it was only a matter of weeks before I'd suffer from the yo-yo effect and gain it all back. My frustration turned into disappointment, which then turned into depression. I felt like my body had betrayed me. I felt my confidence plummet, and worst of all, I felt like a failure. Eating became just another way to mask the pain, and I isolated myself because I didn't want others to see my body. I even stopped undressing in front of Scott, my husband. My body kept swelling, accumulating fat on my thighs, arms, and belly. Every time I looked in the mirror, I felt disgusted and ashamed of myself. I barely had a neck from all the double chin, and the stretch marks, cellulite, my fat arms, and round face destroyed my self-esteem, and my marriage was on the brink of divorce. We went over a year without making love, and even when we did, I always turned off the lights out of shame for my body. I felt like I had lost the will to live, so believe me. When I say I understand what it's like to be overweight, I know what it's like to go to the gym, eat completely clean, and still get nowhere, feeling like you're being dragged further and further away from the life you truly want. No one sees all your tears, sweat, and hard work, or the small and constant humiliations you receive from others, even doctors. Not to mention all the unsolicited advice from people who have no idea what they're talking about. But it all adds up, slowly wearing down your soul until you feel ragged and exhausted. Then, a little while later, I received a job offer to be a researcher at a renowned lab in the United States. For legal reasons, I can't mention the name. But it was a very interesting offer, working on developing treatments for obesity in children with brain disabilities. It was a subject that interested me, and I found it beautiful how science could help everyone. And because of this job offer, everything started to change. It was responsible for the discovery that will make you lose at least 24 pounds of fat in the next 21 days. Well, what you're about to see is a bit heavy. It was just another typical Tuesday morning. I had entered the meeting room to wait for my boss, as I always did. But soon, something caught my attention. On the meeting table, there was a very strange folder, different from all the others. And do you know what the title of this folder was? Confidential Research, Japanese Anti-Obesity Protocol. When I started reading, I distinctly remember my boss shouting, "Emma, put that down now. It's confidential and I can't show it to anyone." Those were the words that came out of my boss's mouth when he caught me reading that research without his permission. From what little I saw, the study showed how the Japanese government was forcing scientists to find a solution for the high obesity rate in the population during the 90s. The name of the doctor who signed the study was Dr. Hiroyuki Hayashi. At the time, I just apologized to my boss and swore I wouldn't show the study to anyone. In the weeks following that day, my work wasn't the same. Of course, besides my boss being extremely irritated with me, I also couldn't stop thinking about that study, so I tried my best to pretend everything was fine and that I had forgotten about that research. But the truth is that as soon as my shift ended, I'd go home and quickly search the internet for all possible information about that study. And after a few weeks, I finally found Dr. Hayashi. I was afraid to email him about it since it was confidential, and I couldn't risk someone seeing it. But thank God, he continued giving seminars on medicine at major universities around the world. And luckily, his next seminar was in the United States, at Harvard University. So I couldn't miss it. I bought my ticket and flight. There were only 3 days left until the seminar, and my anxiety grew each day, until the time finally came. His seminar was very interesting, but he didn't mention anything about what I was looking for. But I couldn't miss the opportunity, so as soon as he finished the lecture, I pulled him aside and asked him to explain more about this anti-obesity protocol. I distinctly remember his eyes widening and his captivating Japanese accent complaining and telling me not to touch it again. I couldn't give up there. It would be crazy. So I insisted a bit more and explained my situation. After much persistence, he agreed to meet me that evening to help. And so it was. Around 7 p.m., we met at a cafe to talk, and what the doctor explained to me that morning made me lose pounds of fat, completely changing my life. And I believe the same will happen to you from today onwards. See, Dr. Hayashi told me that in the 90s, Japan was suffering from one of the biggest obesity crises in history. The Japanese government forced scientists to find a quick weight loss solution that worked for everyone, including those without time for the gym or money for expensive diets and supplements. The government's plan was simple. First, they put top scientists to discover what was causing weight gain in the population and to create a solution to reverse it. Then they simply forced people to consume this solution and find those who didn't follow it and remained overweight. And so it was. The government truly followed this plan I'm explaining to you. They altered the recipe of an ancient Japanese tea, called it Bariatric tea, and created an anti-obesity protocol. And then they implemented the Metabo Law. In case you don't know, the Metabo Law requires Japanese citizens to be slim. Every year, the government and companies measure people's waist sizes, prohibiting men from having measurements above 37 inches, 94 centimeters, and women above 31.5 inches, 80 centimeters. Check out this CNN report where the reporter follows the measurement process.
One by one, belly by belly, the guts came out and got measured. Naoki Wada is not looking forward to this. At 36.6 inches, he's overweight, according to the Japanese government. And that just won't do under new national guidelines. And if he doesn't lose weight, his company faces massive fines.
And if you exceed these measurements, you must follow an anti-obesity protocol provided by the government, which includes drinking this bariatric tea every day before 10 a.m. And this plan worked very well. While obesity rates in countries worldwide increase over the years, Japan's rate decreases year by year and is now approaching 3% of the population being overweight and about 0.5% being obese. When he told me all this, I was shocked. But of course, I needed to understand 3 things. Why he didn't choose common treatments and diets to include in this Japanese anti-obesity protocol, how this bariatric tea works, and the recipe for this tea. And now, you will be shocked to understand how it all works, and how you can use this same method to regain the slim, healthy body you've always dreamed of. See, Dr. Hayashi explained that every diet, exercise plan, or weight loss solution always boils down to one goal: putting your body into fat-burning mode. That's it. Everything you've heard about metabolism, gut health, or diets tries to answer this question. How can you put your body into a fat-burning mode? According to Dr. Hayashi, here's where everyone goes wrong. Let me explain this to you in a simple way. Have you ever noticed that some people eat everything and never gain weight, while others gain pounds just by looking at a slice of pizza? Well, the secret lies in the high internal body temperature of those people. The higher the internal temperature, the harder the metabolism works, and the greater the fat and calorie burn. That's why those people who are naturally thin don't have to worry about diets and workouts. They eat what they want and never gain weight. But don't worry, I'll explain everything here. Look, the prestigious Mayo Clinic conducted the following study in 2016. They analyzed 2 groups of over 200 overweight women. The first group consisted of women who exercised for an hour every day. The other group of women continued their lives without exercising, only doing common daily activities. After 30 days, they weighed all of them, and the result, which seemed obvious, left the researchers astonished. The result was that neither group lost weight. Those who exercised every day had no advantage or gain over the second group. This explains why, even going to the gym, doing aerobic exercises, and following diets, as many doctors recommend, you haven't been able to lose weight. Another important fact was a little-known study from 2020, published in the British Medical Journal. They conducted an experiment with over 20,000 people who followed fad diets like low-carb, ketogenic, and intermittent fasting. After 6 months, they found that 47% of the participants experienced the yo-yo effect. That is, they lost some weight, but as their bodies lowered their internal temperature, they soon returned to their initial weight. And the rest of the participants, the 63%, ended up weighing more than they did at the start of the study. Instead of losing fat, they ended up accumulating more fat than they initially had. The truth, as these studies confirm, is that diets and exercise are not the main factors for weight loss. And the reason for this is something more natural than you think. Our bodies are not programmed to lose fat and calories. Yes, that's exactly what you heard. Losing weight is almost against our biological process, and I'll explain why. Look, it's no secret that food is our fuel. We need food for energy to walk, think, and do things. But having food available every day and being able to eat regularly is a luxury of our modern society. Eating every day only became accessible to everyone in the last 200 years. Look, our ancestors went weeks or even months without eating, and during that time when they weren't eating, they couldn't afford to do nothing. They needed to hunt and do extremely more strenuous exercises compared to half an hour on the treadmill every day. And so that they didn't deplete their energy reserves quickly, their bodies understood that they were experiencing high fat burn and immediately lowered their internal temperature. This made fat burn more slowly. It's as if our bodies activated economy mode to save more calories. This is a natural survival mechanism of our bodies. It's only because of this mechanism that humanity survived through long periods of drought. So, diets and workouts won't work. You won't lose weight this way. When you try these things, your body will activate economy mode to burn fat more slowly, throwing all your effort and sacrifices to lose fat down the drain. And the mechanism of our bodies to activate this economy mode is lowering the internal temperature. When your internal temperature is low, the more effort you put into burning calories, the less fat and calories your body will burn. And yes, this is terrible, but it's what kept our species alive when we had nothing to eat. The conclusion of all this is that if you gained weight, it's not your fault. You are just another victim of the natural biological survival process of our bodies. There is a small part of society that is lucky and maintains their internal body temperature levels high. In other words, they are always burning fat. It doesn't matter if they are eating junk food or exercising. That's why these people are always slim, while others keep gaining weight and face repeated failures when trying to lose it. Tell me, how many diets have you tried to lose weight? How many times have you exercised, which helped for a while, but then you saw the weight come back? If the problem was just lack of physical activity and eating too much chocolate, as these so-called experts say, you would have already solved your problem, don't you agree with me? But you haven't solved it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here today. And this is the biggest proof that the real culprit for the numbers you see on the scale is not you, is not your routine, is not your habits, and much less your willpower. The real culprit for your uncontrollable weight gain is the low internal body temperature that is slowing down your metabolism right now. All you need to do is activate your body temperature, making it rise, igniting your body's furnace to burn fat and calories. And within weeks, you'll be able to lose 13, 22, or even 37 pounds. This secret has been kept behind the scenes by the rich and famous, inaccessible to most people for a long time. After all, those who profit billions from selling pills, medicines, and procedures do everything to ensure that the masses don't discover how easy it is to flip the weight loss switch. That's why I bet no doctor of yours has talked about this. When the solution has always been right under our noses, or even inside your fridge, you're about to find out how to make the bariatric tea right now. Well, you must be wondering how to trick this survival mechanism. In other words, how to increase body temperature and activate fat burning. The answer is simpler than it seems. It's hidden in a substance found in a species of bamboo in Japan called Epigallocatechin galate, EGCG. If our body's survival process activates the economy mode of our metabolism, EGCG activates the turbo mode. Consuming it is like giving your metabolism an energy drink. When it enters the bloodstream, it works by increasing internal body temperature, allowing your body to burn accumulated fat quickly. After all, we no longer live in prehistoric times. There's no need to store fat. We have easy access to food at all times. However, our body doesn't know that, and the only way to give this signal to the body is by consuming EGCG. The renowned American doctor and researcher, Dr. Mehmet Oz, stated in one of his TV presentations that EGCG has the power to reprogram our body to burn fat more efficiently. He said,
"It's like resetting the body's thermostat to operate at a higher temperature, melting away accumulated fat."
All studies mentioning EGCG highlight its relationship with increasing body temperature. But what caught my attention the most was a study by Harvard researchers who monitored a group of 50 people who consumed EGCG regularly for 30 days. These people did not follow any diet nor joined a gym. Even so, the conclusion stated that participants had an average fat loss of 15%, dozens of people losing 13, 22, even 37 pounds just by consuming this substance in a completely natural and safe way, simply by activating the metabolism's turbo mode. When I heard Dr. Hayashi explaining this, everything made sense to me. The rare times I lost weight, I ended up gaining it all back, just as he said. I couldn't contain my excitement. I asked him for the recipe for this bariatric tea and the Japanese anti-obesity protocol to follow every day. I thanked him, asked for his phone number, and paid for our coffee. The next morning, I was already looking for ways to get the ingredients for this bariatric tea. I must admit, it was challenging, especially because it's made from the extract of a Japanese bamboo. This makes any metabolism enter turbo mode, turning you into a high-performance athlete when it comes to weight loss. But I was so determined that I was willing to pay whatever it took to get the necessary amount of this bamboo extract at home. I promised myself that if this treatment worked for me, I would dedicate my life to sharing it with the world. The following week, all the ingredients had finally arrived. So, in the morning, I prepared my first dose of this bariatric tea. I drank every last drop, but nothing unusual happened that day. In fact, I didn't feel anything different. I didn't feel my body heating up or anything like that. But after a week, as soon as I woke up and looked in the mirror, I noticed my double chin had decreased. I ran to the scale and saw that I had lost 11 pounds. But I kept my excitement in check. It wasn't the first time I'd lost a lot of weight quickly, only to gain it all back the following week. I still wanted to see it happen. Well, the next week, I had lost a total of 24 pounds. My arms were thinner, my cheeks, my thighs, my waist, everything. People were already commenting that I had lost weight, that I looked different, and my husband started hugging me out of the blue, wanting kisses. In 21 days, I had lost 37 pounds of pure fat. I had already become a completely different woman. My self-esteem was renewed, my zest for life, and even my libido, waking up every morning eager to be intimate with my husband. At work, I received congratulations from all my superiors and compliments from everyone who interacted with me. I was noticeably different. I kept drinking the tea until I reached my current weight of 172 pounds. Some close friends desperately wanted to know what I had done, but I always said it was diet and exercise. You could tell they didn't believe me. Some even said they would pay me over $2,000 to reveal the secret, but I wasn't going to reveal it before the right time. I had a plan. For this plan to work, I needed to find a reliable supplier of the ingredients for bariatric tea. Unfortunately, high quantities of epigallocatechin can only be found in this Asian bamboo, and there isn't a single place in the United States where you can buy it. But to help more people, I needed a reliable source of this Asian ingredient. Knowing this, I started looking for a laboratory in Japan that could extract this nutrient from their typical foods. With the goal of bringing this bamboo extract to the United States, I worked on this for months. I negotiated with numerous suppliers, and after all that effort, I finally succeeded. I partnered with the Dermaclean lab. However, I still wasn't satisfied. I wanted to go further and create something truly powerful that would increase body temperature as quickly as possible. With all my professional experience, I decided to add 2 more special ingredients to the formula to create an even more potent and effective solution. The first are capsaicin. This spice is called capsaicin. It's a compound found in red pepper. You've probably heard that eating peppers can help you burn fat or speed up your metabolism before, and actually, that's 100% true thanks to capsaicin. Of course, under the right conditions and in the right dosages. Scientists have repeatedly discovered that the capsaicin in chili peppers can increase your body temperature. Studies in humans and animals have found that taking 8.3 micromolekules of capsaicin daily can help silence ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and reduce food cravings, maintain healthy blood sugar levels, keep triglyceride levels, fat in the bloodstream, under control, regulate healthy cholesterol levels, support a healthy liver, and promote circulation and a healthy heart. So in other words, capsaicin keeps you healthy from head to toe, and also eliminates fat around the organs, which is the hardest to lose. And the second is Japanese ginseng, another nutrient commonly found in Japanese cuisine, consumed primarily in the Miyazaki region, Japan. This nutrient is responsible for many of the expensive treatments that Beverly Hills models undergo. This is because the women of Miyazaki are known for their peachy skin and delayed aging. These 3 girls, who look the most like 25-year-old young adults, are actually over 40 years old. Amazing, right? These models openly promote Japanese ginseng online. The study, Ginseng, Immunity and Infection, published in the American Journal of Chinese Medicine, 2005, concluded that ginseng can improve immune system function, increasing resistance to infections and speeding up recovery. Once I secured all these ingredients in good quantities, my plan was complete. So I started offering it to my friends who asked for my help to lose weight. But it reached a point where I completely lost control of the situation. I simply didn't have enough of the formula in pill form to provide for everyone. I realized I needed help to produce even more units of that powerful formula against obesity. After all, I felt obligated to share this revolutionary discovery with the world and help all those who struggle with obesity regain their quality of life and self-esteem, just as I did. So after much hard work, months of tests and experiments in laboratories for refinement, data collection, and significant financial investment, we proudly created what we now call llll. llll is the only natural solution in the United States in drop form that can safely increase the temperature of your cells, just like it was used in the Japanese anti-obesity protocol. Using llll is even simpler. To make the bariatric tea, you just need to add 9 drops of llll to a cup of tea and fill the rest with warm water in the morning. In the first 2 weeks of using llll, the first thing you'll notice is your weight dropping, even without making an effort. Many people report that even without strictly following a diet, and even without doing physical activities, just by taking the formula, they can lose nearly 22 pounds of pure fat in the first week. This happens because this is the period when the formula begins to act on your body, increasing the temperature of each of your cells. And this will make your metabolism enter turbo mode. Once this happens, each night as you sleep, your body will become slimmer. You'll notice that those love handles on your belly will start to disappear. The double chin and cheek fat will gradually reduce, and the pounds of belly fat will vanish day by day, making you look in the mirror and see the slim, youthful, and beautiful body you had in your prime. You'll also notice your husband looking at you with desire again. You won't have any issues taking photos or going to the beach in a bikini. Your friends will compliment you and be amazed at how much weight you've lost, not to mention your confidence and self-esteem, especially when you look in the mirror and see your slimmer, younger, and sexier body. You'll also find that the feeling of fatigue and tiredness that has accompanied you for so long will no longer be there. Plus, you'll have a younger, firmer, more elastic face, completely free of wrinkles. The best part is you don't need to stuff yourself with medications, restrict your diet, or exhaust yourself with extremely tiring exercises. All this will happen naturally within the first 4 weeks. And as the days go by, you'll also notice your blood sugar levels dropping, your cholesterol becoming more controlled, and the visceral fat, especially around the liver, will have completely disappeared. When you complete the first 6 weeks of use, it's very likely that when you visit your doctor, not only will they be surprised by your low weight and slim, healthy body, but they'll also be shocked to see all your health markers improved. And the best part is you won't need to change anything in your routine or diet. llll is fully FDA certified and has no contraindications. The bariatric tea works for everyone without exception. It's the same formula used by the Japanese government in the 90s, with added ginseng and capsaicin, transformed into drops to increase absorption and nutrient concentration. llll is for everyone, both men and women, both people in their 20s and those in their 80s, both those who want to lose 11, 22, or even 66 pounds, 5, 10, or even 30 kilos. That's why my team and I produced this formula using 100% natural ingredients and free of contraindications. This way, it doesn't matter if the person has allergies or a chronic condition. They'll be able to enjoy llll without any risk. Today, it's been 3 years since we launched llll, and we've already accumulated over 14,871 satisfied customers. About 87% of our customers have managed to lose over 66 pounds, 30 kilos of pure fat using llll. And the proof of this is that every day I receive testimonials in our email from people thanking me for creating this formula. For example, take the case of Abigail, 59 years old.
I thought my metabolism had put on the brakes. Everyone told me that after 50 years of age, a woman's life becomes more difficult. Nowadays, everything has changed. I can eat without gaining weight, I don't count calories, and I can lose weight.
In addition to her, there was Paul, who lost nearly 84 pounds of localized fat in just 8 weeks of treatment. Joanna, who not only struggled with being overweight, but also battled diabetes for almost 20 years. And she not only lost nearly 55 pounds, but also got rid of diabetes once and for all. And today, she can enjoy her beer on the weekends without feeling guilty. As you can see, LipoSlim has helped thousands of people in the United States evaporate fat and improve their health completely. And of course, without suffering from the yo-yo effect. And you could be next. But before I show you how you can secure your LipoSlim, I have a question for you. How much would it be worth to you to live free from unwanted fat forever? Knowing that you're your best self, with the appearance you've always dreamed of, with the health you've always wanted, having more controlled blood sugar, a healthier liver, a balanced gut, feeling less pain, more energy. How much is all this worth to you? See, the United States is one of the countries with the highest rates of diabetes, high cholesterol, liver diseases, strokes, and joint pain. And most of these health problems stem from being overweight. In addition, there are still the costs of medications, supplements, consultations, gyms, diets. You understand that localized fat is not just a problem for your self-esteem and health, but also a problem for your wallet? So, how much would you be willing to pay to live truly free from excess weight? Besides all the savings that losing weight brings to your wallet, there's also the freedom you gain when you lose weight. The freedom to eat your favorite foods without restriction, to wear the clothes you want, not to the ones that fit you, to look in the mirror and feel good about what you see, to take photos without worrying if your belly is showing or not, to feel desired by the person next to you, the freedom to go wherever you want without feeling pain in your knees, back, or joints, to be able to play with your kids without running out of breath, and to live a life of joy without worrying about tomorrow. All this obviously has no price. So, when you feel the difference that losing all your excess weight can make for you, when you finally feel the total freedom that comes with it, and when you finally see how it transforms all other aspects of your life, you'll realize that the price doesn't matter, and that you would pay any amount to have a life like this. After all, losing weight isn't just about appearance or vanity, it's also about staying healthy to be there for your family, setting the right example for your children and grandchildren, showing that you truly love yourself and care about your self-esteem. So, with all this in mind, how much would it be worth to you to live completely free from unwanted fat forever? It's fair to say that this formula could be quite expensive, but my intention here is not to profit. As I said, I lived a large part of my life suffering from being overweight, and one of the most emotional moments of my life was when I lost weight and regained the health and self-esteem of my youth. Since that day, I've been working to ensure more people can experience this, and I've already helped a lot of people, as I showed you in this video. But now it's your turn. For this reason, even though I could charge $500 for LipoSlim, that's not going to be the price. In fact, you won't even invest $250, which would be half of that. I've made every effort to make the price as affordable as possible. That's why today, only here and now, my team and I agreed to provide you with this extraordinary anti-obesity weapon for just $69. Only today, for you who watched this presentation until the end. But remember, as I said, we have limited stock available. So this price will only remain until the stock runs out. After that, it's over. Since this video went viral on the internet, our costs have tripled, and even if I don't want to, I'll be forced to increase the price once the stock is gone. You'll never be able to get a bottle of LipoSlim at this price again. And there's more. LipoSlim is carefully produced only in small batches that take up to 6 months to be completed. This process is essential to ensure the product's quality is 100% effective. And since many people buy 3, 6, and sometimes even 12 bottles, I wouldn't be surprised if the current stock runs out today. And look, to make sure you get the most transformative results possible, I encourage you to choose the 6-month treatment of LipoSlim, securing a huge discount all at once. Because I know how hard it is to deal with excess weight. That's why I created 3 and 6 bottle packages of LipoSlim for you. And the larger the package, the bigger the discount. For example, in this special promotion, 6 bottles of LipoSlim will cost just $49 each. That's less than $150 a day. To summarize, the more bottles you buy, the bigger the discount you get. If you choose the 6-month supply, you'll pay only $49 per bottle, which means a discount of over 50% off the original price. It's like getting 3 bottles completely free. This will be the lowest price ever for LipoSlim in its history. I always recommend people choose the 6-month treatment. That's because, besides guaranteeing a bigger discount, the 6-month treatment prevents the yo-yo effect. That's because one of the main actions of LipoSlim is precisely to increase internal body temperature, but this takes time. And all studies indicate that 6 months is the ideal time for this. Moreover, even if you increase internal temperature now, if your body hasn't associated high cell temperature as the common functioning of the body, it will force the temperature to drop again. That's why it's ideal to continue using LipoSlim for a longer time. After all, the more you use it, the more you'll lose weight. Right now, a screen is appearing below this video with the option of the kits for you to choose from. Select your 6-month kit of LipoSlim below this video. or whatever you think is best for your case. So, go ahead. Scroll down and choose your kit now to secure your special discount. When you get there, just fill in your address and payment details on our 100% secure platform. After that, I guarantee your package will be on its way to your door immediately. And I have another little gift for you. Regardless of the number of bottles you buy, I'll give you free shipping today. And within 3 days, our formula will arrive at your home. So even though LipoSlim costs less than $1 a day, I understand that many people might have that voice of doubt in their heads, saying that this sounds too good to be true, and it's normal to feel that way. That's why I decided to back LipoSlim with a solid 180-day guarantee. Yes, you have 6 months to try this formula, and see if LipoSlim is for you. If you don't lose at least 62 pounds in the next 30 days, or if you don't feel better after using our formula, we'll promptly refund every penny of your investment. Just send an email to contact@liposlim.com and that's it. The same day, we'll send every penny you invested straight back to your account. We offer this guarantee because we know that even with hundreds of positive testimonials about our formula, some people might still feel skeptical or doubtful. But that's why I showed all the testimonials, stories, and reports of people who lost up to 66 pounds of pure fat by following exactly what I said today. Now you know that what's really causing your excess weight is this low internal temperature that accumulates fat while you sleep. And you also know what you need to do to combat and get rid of it once and for all. You're just one decision away from changing your life forever. So, select your kit of choice below, click the Next Step button, and secure your treatment with LipoSlim right now. And I have some incredible news for you. After talking a lot with Dr. Hayashi, he agreed to help the new users of LipoSlim too. So, if you choose the 3 or 6 month kit, you'll get access to the Japanese Anti-Obesity Protocol. In this protocol, you'll find the Japanese probiotic that unclogs your intestines. Use this and eliminate up to 13 pounds of accumulated waste down the toilet. Page 6, the Japanese routine that makes it nearly impossible to gain weight again. Hint, it has nothing to do with cutting carbs or doing lots of exercises. Page 9, the 3 innocent spices that block weight loss. Just replace these spices in your pantry and eliminate bloating and water retention in hours. Page 15. These 3 breathing exercises detach and loosen abdominal fat in the sweat. P.S. Just 5 minutes are enough to eliminate inches from your waist and see a new slim version of your body in the mirror within the first 7 days. The medical secret that makes it almost impossible to gain weight again. Scientists say doing this 2 hours before bed triggers the production of 4 weight loss hormones while you sleep. Page 20. The 3 deceitful vegetables that can worsen the number of bad bacteria that make you fat. And, believe me, you probably eat one of them every day. The 3 mistakes that kill your chance to lose weight. You're probably making one of them right now. The Aphrodite technique. Use this simple trick to activate your libido again, just like when you were a teenager. And much more. And the bonuses don't stop there. By purchasing your 6-bottle kit of LipoSlim now, you'll enter our weekly drawings, where you'll compete to win a complete supplement kit for vision, joint pain, memory, diabetes, and high blood pressure. A 1-hour online consultation with famous nutritionists who care for Oprah, Steven Spielberg, and other celebrities. Free apps to track your diet and daily health tips. And the most incredible prize, a 15-day trip for 2 to Europe, all expenses paid. Have you ever thought about winning all this in the coming days? It's now or never. Either you seize this opportunity to increase your internal body temperature and lose weight for good, or you'll be overwhelmed by feelings of anguish and regret the next day. You know that tightness in your chest we feel when we don't make a decision we knew should be made? If you don't take advantage of this now, I'm sure that's the feeling that will take over you. After all, today I shared my personal story. I showed all the scientific evidence and studies that prove what I said is true. I revealed the real culprit for your weight gain. I talked about the ingredients that combat this. I showed that LipoSlim is the only 100% healthy and safe way to solve this. And I made the best offer possible so you wouldn't miss this opportunity. Finally, I even offered an exclusive guarantee to eliminate all your risks. In practice, either you lose weight or your money comes back to you. It's that simple. I do this because I care. I know how painful it is to suffer from being overweight, how painful it is to wake up anguished, feeling weak, powerless, and dependent on others for everything. I saw excess fat rob me of my joy of living for years, and I know that happens to you too. That's why I worked so hard for you, because I know what I have here really works. I know that LipoSlim can really help you. I've opened your eyes, but now, the only person who can do something to change your situation is you. So, select your kit below and place your order right now. At this moment, there are only 2 paths for you. One path is full of the same frustration that brought you to this video. The path where you feel uncomfortable in your own body, where you don't recognize yourself anymore, where you avoid your own reflection in the mirror while judging yourself every time you go out in public. A path where you have no freedom, where your clothes don't fit you, where your joints ache, you're constantly out of breath, and you're always worrying about your health. This is probably the path you're on today. After all, it's what brought you to this video. But now, you can change that. Just choose the second path. The path of saying yes to LipoSlim and securing your supply right now. Thousands of ordinary people have already chosen this path and are experiencing how different life can be from the smallest change. Now I'm inviting you to join us to feel what true effortless weight loss is like. To wear clothes that truly fit well, enjoy all your favorite foods, and love the body you see in the mirror. All you need to do is select your stock below and place your order right now. This was the decision Marta, 49, made. A few weeks ago, she barely had the energy to get out of bed. And today, she sent me a picture, all happy, getting back to her morning walk, and preparing to make the pasta she and her kids love. She also sent me a photo of the scale when she weighed herself. She said she had never reached that weight before. For me, that's priceless. And I receive testimonies like these every day in my email. And I eagerly await receiving a message like this from you who are watching this interview now as well. To secure your LipoSlim, just choose one of the available kits below. Click the next step button and complete your order. This is only if there are still bottles available, if the stock has run out. A notice will appear on the next page informing you that you can no longer place your order, but if you're redirected to the payment page, and you can fill in your details. Then it means there's still stock available, and you can still take advantage of this opportunity. Remember, you can try LipoSlim for 180 days. That means you start your treatment today, and if, after 179 days, you still want your money back, even after using the bottles, we'll refund you. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but everyone loves surprises, and I have a surprise for those who secure the 6-bottle kit of LipoSlim. This surprise gift isn't a book, bottle, or anything else you might be imagining. It's something individual, personalized, and it's sold for nearly $800. But only those who secure the 6-bottle kit will receive this 100% free. I won't say what it is to not spoil the surprise, but I imagine that everyone who takes advantage of this opportunity will have a smile from ear to ear when they receive this gift at home. It was a pleasure to share my journey of overcoming with you. I am Dr. Emma Lewis. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you.